Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin on this mid-November afternoon. Seahawks and Rams in the NFL Rivalry Series underway from SoFi. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Come on. Hit. Bronco 80. Panther 11. 79 Broncos. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Ready. 250. Pretty hot.
First run now for Kyron Williams. And he's up across midfield and down in the Seattle territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Set. Waiting.
Back to throw. Stafford. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Seahawks and the Rams, one of the better rivalries in recent history. Both teams had dominant eras, each centered on different sides of the ball. The Rams, the greatest show on turf, of course. Kurt Warner, Marshall Faulk, Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt. And then after that, you had the Legion of Boom era up in Seattle with that great secondary, Richard Sherman, Jamal Adams, Bobby Wagner at linebacker. It would have been fun to see what would have happened if the Rams offense went up against that Seahawks defense. It would have been fireworks one way or the other. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Here we go.
And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. Walker hitting the ball is out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
Let's go. 18, 19, 18.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw out wide to Walker. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
18. 70 Lions.
Motion left, Cup. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A nice throw by the rookie from Alabama. That's a first down.
That's how you shake off the interception you throw in the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
They'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. 2nd and 10.
70 Lions. Let's go. 79 Broncos. Cowboy 80.
A quick throw caught by Cup out wide. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Ready?
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. And they're on the 35-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
Get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
48-yard line.
Here's Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Well, the Rams at 6-3 on the year. And they come in playing pretty well. 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now it's Stafford. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tutu Atwell there. And it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Stafford looks to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, L.A. 46 yards. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter #1. These two teams all tied after 1.
Got it. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
70, go.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Go.
Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one close quickly, and he'll force the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Back to throw here. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that, they end with a try.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss.
Second down.
Byron Young. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. They'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's fourth down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Miller's pass. Intercepted.
So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
After the interception, here's Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the middle. It's out. It's loose. And the Seahawks, there he goes, left side. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score is Seahawks 14, Rams 7.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch. Over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw is Stafford. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set. 180. 21. Set.
Here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2 on the Seahawks 40-yard line.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. Now a run. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is on the face of the guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And the Seahawks first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
On the jump. Let's go now.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
What's forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now it's the backup Darnold. He's got a man. Downfield is Horton. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Torrey Horton, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's good. We're on Rams.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Finding Williams on the check down. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Set. 280. Stop.
Throwing quickly out wide to Atwell. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the third down. Here is 3rd and 5.
12 yards on the play. Leads to 3rd and 5.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he loses the football the second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Darnold from the gun. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before the break. Darnold looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Stafford. And that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah, you got him.
Now Stafford. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Hey, watch the back. Watch the back out the back. Easy here, learn.
Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. Down the right sideline. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
It's a gain of 38 yards.
They give him a gain of 38.
That's another Rams.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Now Stafford, he's going to change things up. Now back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Now he's into the clear. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And they're on 27-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. Inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Rams 10. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Left, lady. Ready?
Stafford. He's target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Zebra. Hey, middle.
Now it's Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
50-50.
Stafford looks to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Open man is Barner, the tight end. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn that field and gain any yardage.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Pass caught, Arroyo right side. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Get your money out. I put money down on all of us.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
10.
Back to throw. Stafford. Caught on the right side by Adams. And there is a gain of 4. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Hey,
Win the rep. Let's go right here.
Throwing is Stafford. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Davante Adams, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24.
Seahawks 41, Rams 17.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Back to Walker on first down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, it's time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a draw play. It's Walker. Good footwork at the 30. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 28. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And for Darnold, this may be a free play. Oh, Darnold loses it. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Walker. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. And it's caught. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it. Because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Jason Myers.
Now Myers for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
48, Rams 17.
Kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30.
250. 3 right, 22.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. He's really starting to get up there towards 1,000. He's now at 997 career catches. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
And middle. What are you hot?
To throw is Stafford. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Set. 280. 22. Big 20.
Here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Yellow 80. White. Zebra.
Stafford now to throw. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before it's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with second and a yard.
Ran up by the luxuriness up the highest metric. The city just made a sweep with the diabetic. They mouth shit full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it.
Set. Blue 60. Middle. Left shift. 11.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
They might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
Straight ahead, Walker. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 95 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
11 on the play. And the Seahawks first down.
They run again with Walker. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From